Hey everybody, I'm going to jump right into this video here. This is taken from Kuta software online in their free worksheets, and it's called Simplifying Variable Expressions under Algebra 1. So first thing, if you are in my class, this is due before the Christmas break, the front page of this. So here's a little tutorial on how to get this done quickly and easily. So first thing to remember, let me put my pen on here. Alright, first thing to remember here is that the sign is in front of the number, and so this negative goes with the 3p and this positive goes with the 6p. Now the p and the p tells us those are like terms, that's the variable, so we can keep the term p. So we have to deal with this negative 3 plus 6, and negative 3 plus 6 is positive 3. Alright, so number 2, it's a little bit longer in a problem. This one has 4 terms versus over here this one has 2 terms. So the terms that can be combined are this b with this negative 2b and this negative 3 with this positive 6. So if you look here, there's no number or coefficient in front of that variable b, and so what we would put there, this is a review, is 1 because there's just one b standing there. Over here there is a negative 2 b's. So when I combine those, I know the b will stay because that's what creates the like term. And I have 1b minus 2b. So 1 minus 2. And 1 minus 2 is negative 1. So that takes care of those 2 terms. The 2 terms I have left are minus 3 plus 6. Minus 3 plus 6. And that gives us a positive 3. So now my answer here has 2 terms, negative 1b plus 3 versus over here on number 1, my answer was just 1 term, 3p. So that's how you do that page. Number 3, 4, 5, 6, actually all the way here through 10, let's see, this entire page here is going to be just like this. There's a few down further on the page I can show you here how to get those done. So moving on toward the bottom of the page, you're going to get to, let's say, number 16. And 16 looks a little bit different because we have another skill that's wrapped up in there, which is going to be distributive property. If you see, this entire set right here has to be simplified before you can combine the like terms. So on this one, we do have distributive property. So distributive property means you're going to times this number or term on the outside of the parentheses by each term inside the parentheses individually. So negative 2 times 7 first is negative 14. Then also negative 2 times, and look what that says, negative n. Well, we're going to make a 1 there, so negative 2 times negative 1, that's 2 negatives times each other makes a positive. So I know it's going to be a positive, and 2 times 1 is 2. And that n just comes along for the ride. He stays there. Now I've taken care of distributive property, I can just continue on the problem with that plus 4 on the end. Now it should look just like the ones that came before it, where if you notice, 2n is the only term with a variable. So the ones that can be combined is this minus 14 plus 4. Well, minus 14 plus 4 is minus 10 or negative 10. So the way I'm going to write this, I'm going to put the 2n first. 2n minus 10. That's a little bit more of a standard form of an answer. You could put negative 10 plus 2n, but this is what would be considered the most standard form. Alright, and you would use that same pattern or same process on the rest of the problems here below. Pay attention to when you see 2 negatives, and pay attention to the signs always in front of the number. Good luck.